Hi, I'm Lorelei. I am in Engineering 305, Appropriate Technology. I'm part of the CCAT Composting 2020 team. I did a satellite at-home project and I wanted to tell you guys about it. I have children at home, so I wanted to make something that was simple, easy, educational, and I could involve my kids with the process of composting. So what I did was I took three 64-ounce half-gallon mason jars, and part of why they worked for me was because I have a trowel for turning and I needed to make sure that it would fit inside the top. These are wide lids, but at the same time it's not all that much area to work with, so I needed to make sure that this would be able to fit inside for my turning. So I recommend using a trowel or whatever this gardening tool is. I use it for pulling weeds, but it's really, really long, and it actually, I don't know if you can see, it's perfect. It's like the perfect height to fit. It goes all the way to the bottom and you can turn really easily. So I was initially using the trowel, but this works really well also, and I have two sons, and so they each get a tool and they can each turn the different stages that need turning, so that's really great. So that's one thing to consider. So size, you want to make sure that your tools will fit, that you're getting inside of the jars, and also you want to make sure that the jars are an appropriate size for the amount of food waste and compostable material that you're going to be composting. So basically what I did was we did a lot of research, the CCAT composting team and I, to figure out composting basics, carbon to nitrogen ratios, and different types of composting systems. And we really like the 3-bin system. I don't have enough food waste to do a large scale system, so I wanted to do a nice small scale system. I liked that it was I could pick these up, my sons could carry them. Even though they are glass, they're pretty heavy duty. You don't want to drop it, but otherwise they're pretty hardy, which I like. So with the 3-jar system, I needed to label it, and we came up with this nice simple signage system. Green for go, a green heart where you add food. The yellow, processing, where it says turn me. And then the last one, when we have finished compost, it has a purple flower and it just says compost. So what we do in the green means go, add food jar. That's where we add, every time we add food scraps that are compostable, we put in a bunch of cardboard or leaves, twigs, stuff from the yard. And so usually it has nice layers, but I just turned it before we did this. So you want to make sure you put in your appropriate ratios, which you can see on other parts of the website for more information. So I do that, and then once it gets full, so this one isn't actually full, it's only about 2/3 of the way full, so I'll get it probably to about here, and then I'll stop so that there's a little bit of leeway at the top for when I'm turning and stuff doesn't just keep popping out. So then this is the one that's processing. It's been a few weeks. Everything's starting to break down. All of the vegetables and fruits that are in there are all like starting to decompose, but they're not moldy, which is good. So they're just starting to break down, which is wonderful. So I'm really happy with that. On nice sunny days, I put these out in the sunshine to increase the temperature inside to help it decompose faster. And then of course, once this one is done, I would move this composting label over here. This label would go over here, and then this jar would now become the new jar that I'm filling. So the beauty of having the 3-jar system is that it's really, really easy. And overall, I want you guys to know that this is a really wonderful first step to introduce children to composting. I love introducing my children to things that they can do to help the environment and composting and reducing the amount of food waste that goes to landfill is something that I'm very passionate about. So it's very, it feels really gratifying to be doing this, and it's very inspirational for my children. They're always like, is this compostable? Can we add this? Can we help the earth? Can we put these in the jar? And I mean, they're 6 and 4, and it's just a great thing, and they love checking on them, and they love turning them, and so they're very involved in the process, which is really rewarding. And so I just want you guys to know that this is a really simple, easy, low-cost educational tool that you can use in your home to help your kids understand composting, to keep some food waste out of the landfill, and to just kind of start a broader discussion with your children about being more environmentally conscious and doing things to help the earth. I hope that helps, and feel free to check out the website if you have any more information. Thanks so much.